Hey, so welcome back, friends. So I'm super fortunate to have access to a whole bunch of antique and vintage stores, and I've got some cool stuff to show you today. Real quick before we get into this brown bag, let me tell you about myself. I'm Jim. I'm the creator of the LastingBuild channel. This channel is all about helping you improve as a hobby woodworker and inspire you into your next project. I'd be honored if you'd subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified when I make new videos. So where I am in Tennessee, we're pretty close to a lot of Amish, and there's a whole bunch of antique stores in Amish community. So I went shopping today, and man, I found some really cool stuff. So here's the first. So I have never used a wooden hand plane before, and I ran across this hand plane, and my understanding is it is called a coffin plane because it's shaped like a coffin. And the cool thing about it is there's only really 4 pieces to the whole assembly here. You've got the main portion of the plane, which looks like it's in really good condition. There's not any big cracks or anything in it which would cause it to fail. I do notice that the mouth of the plane is a little bit wide, but that can be easily remedied by actually gluing in a piece of wood there to close it up a little bit. The wedge here is in good shape. There's not any fractures or anything in it. And then the plane iron looks like it's in pretty good shape as well. It's got some rust and a little bit of pitting on it, but it should clean up really well. Let's take it apart here and see how it looks. That's pretty well stuck together with some corrosion, so I'll have to try to break that up with some oil. I don't want to tear out the threads. It looks like the plane iron is made by, it says Sandusky Tool Company. I can't read the rest of it there. We'll clean all this up and sharpen this plane iron and put this plane to good use. So what I paid, this was marked at $24, and when I seen it, I noticed that it was in good shape, and the first thing I thought was, well, I probably can get it for half the price if I make an offer. And then I got to thinking, you know, this plane is probably handmade, and it's worth every bit of $24. It's going to be put into immediate use here in the shop, and I decided to pay full price for it. So the next item I found is this guy, and this is really cool. I've seen these type of planes before, but I've certainly never owned one or used one. This is, you can see here, this is the original base. Stanley Rule and Level Company number 122. And then there is a Liberty Bell here that says 76 on it. So I just did a quick Google search of this plane, and it looks like it was manufactured from 1877 to 1918. And it's got a cast iron frame and then a beech wood bottom. It also says that the Liberty Bell was a special series of planes that they made celebrating 100 years of independence. This plane is really neat because of its unique construction. It's got the cast iron top and the wood bottom, which is something you just don't see nowadays. Let's take it apart a little bit and see if we can learn a little bit about it. So this would be considered the lever cap. It looks like it's in really good shape. Really, there's not a lot of rust on it at all. There's no cracks or chips in it. I mean, very, very good condition. And then we can take the plane iron and chip breaker out. This is really neat. I've never seen a mechanism like this in a plane, but you got this tilting mechanism here, and it meets with this little screw. It's got a flat edge on it, and that sits down in there, and that lifts, basically raises and lowers the iron. Therefore, you're cutting deeper or more shallow. As far as the edge goes, it looks like it needs a lot of work, but there's still plenty of steel left to do that. Looks like the screw here has been stripped out a little bit by someone using the wrong size screwdriver, but I think we can get that apart. The front knob is a little bit loose, but should just require some tightening of the screw. One thing that I was a little bit concerned about is that the frame could loosen from the wood base, but it doesn't appear to be loose at all. And I probably won't take that off because I would be afraid that by removing these 3 screws, it would be difficult to get it to tighten back up to the base. But in the case it ever does, we can always put some more wood underneath these screws, glue them into the base, and then screw that into that. And then looking at the mouth here, it's a little bit wide looking as well. For some reason, the mouth of these wooden planes must open up over time. And again, we can put a patch in there and close that up a little bit. I don't even know if it's really necessary, but it would certainly look good. It would make it look nice to do that. But overall, this is in really good condition. And what did I pay? I paid $50 for this plane. I don't know if I overpaid or underpaid. It really doesn't matter. I'm not buying these planes to sell or to restore and sell. I bought these planes to put into immediate use. I want to restore them really only for the purpose of making them function like new. And I see no reason that these 2 planes that I got today can't be put into use quickly and really work just as well as they did when they were made. It's pretty crazy. I mean, this plane is potentially 100+ years old, and with just a little cleaning, it's going to look like brand new. So let me know in the comments which one of these planes we should restore first. We've got the coffin plane, which is solid wood, and then we've got the Liberty Bell plane, which has the cast top and the wood bottom. I'm excited to restore both of these and put them to immediate use, but I'll restore whichever one you guys prefer first. Just let me know in the comments. And both of these planes, I believe, are smoothing planes. They're small, they fit in the hand well, and they're really made just to do some final smoothing on a board. Not so much for dimensioning, I don't believe. I think it's more designed for the finish work. So yeah, let me know. I'm excited about these too. I've got, I don't know, $70 in these 2 planes. And we've got plenty of room in the plane till to store them. So I'll have to make a couple spaces for those there as well. So anyhow, no video on Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, spending that with your family and friends. Then we'll resume a new video next Monday. And probably next Monday we'll get back on the hand plane series we're working on. And then we got to get those cutting boards finished as well, because those are Christmas presents. So thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video.